Hello, dear YouTube watcher. Have you seen the recent film Nosferatu yet? Or are you just curious about the behind-the-scenes details? Either way, we've watched it, we're amazed, and we can't stop thinking about this masterpiece. So, let's dive in. Nosferatu is based on Friedrich Murnau's 1922 cult classic of the same name. The character of Count Orlok was created to avoid a copyright conflict with Bram Stoker's Dracula. Murnau slightly altered the story and character names, yet who could have guessed the film would become such a legendary piece of cinema? Robert Eggers, the director of the new Nosferatu film, leaned heavily on Murnau's vision while also drawing from Stoker's original novel to create a more coherent story. Eggers has described making this film as a dream come true. "I've been obsessed with Nosferatu, a symphony of horror since I was 9 years old," he told Sky News. He even credited the original as having kind of invented horror movies. Sort of. By renaming Dracula as Count Orlok, Murnau created a character who mirrors Stoker's vampire with a few significant differences. Count Dracula is often depicted as a glamorous, seductive vampire who can transform into a bat and withstand sunlight to some degree. Count Orlok, on the other hand, is a grotesque, plague-bearing creature accompanied by rats and pestilence. Notably, the 1922 film introduced the now iconic idea that vampires perish in sunlight, a concept absent from Stoker's novel. Despite legal action from Stoker's estate, led by his widow, Florence Balcom, some prints of Nosferatu survived, allowing the film to inspire generations of horror creators. Eggers' vision for Orlok was informed by both folklore and history. Unlike the polished aristocrat image of Dracula popularized by Hollywood, Orlok's design draws from the folklore of undead, putrid corpses. Eggers also aimed for historical accuracy, noting that Transylvanian noblemen of the time typically sported mustaches. "There's no way this guy doesn't have a mustache," Eggers insisted. Even Bram Stoker's Dracula in the novel had one. His face was a very strong aquiline, with high bridge of the thin nose. The mouth, so far as I could see it under the heavy mustache, was fixed and rather cruel-looking. So why do we often picture Dracula as clean-shaven? Hollywood abandoned the mustache in the 1930s, creating the sleek vampire image we're familiar with today. Contrary to popular belief, Nosferatu is not Orlok's name, but an archaic Romanian word for vampire. Its etymology is uncertain, though one theory links it to the Greek nosophoros, meaning disease-bearing. In Eggers' film, Orlok's demonic lineage is emphasized. He is depicted as the creation of Belial, a satanic archdemon associated with pestilence. Orlok's arrival in Visbor brings plague, aided by rats spilling out of his coffins. Eggers added another layer of authenticity by having Orlok speak Dacian, an extinct language once spoken in Transylvania. Actor Bill Skarsgård trained with an opera coach to lower his voice and achieve a demonic resonance. Yes, the voice you hear in the film is his own.
"It is a black omen to journey in poor health. You will remain and well rest yourself."
The exteriors of Orlok's castle were shot at Corvin Castle in Romania, one of Europe's largest medieval castles, and a site tied to Vlad Dracula, the historical inspiration for Stoker's character. Willem Dafoe's involvement is another highlight. Known for embracing eccentric roles, this is his second Nosferatu project. He previously portrayed a fictionalized version of Max Schreck, the original Count Orlok, in Shadow of the Vampire. In Eggers' film, Dafoe plays Professor Alban Eberhard von Franz, an alchemy and occult expert loosely based on Stoker's Van Helsing. Defoe's dedication to the role included filming with 2,000 live rats. Speaking of animals, the wolves in the movie are also real. A detail actor, Nicholas Hoult, said added genuine fear to chase scenes. That's it for today's episode. Nosferatu is already a modern horror classic, and we're lucky to witness its brilliance. Here's hoping 2025 will bring more cinematic gems, including Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein and a new Wolfman movie. See you next time.